He was born in a lab, raised in grief, and weaponized by revenge. But what if Shadow the Hedgehog never turned against humanity? What if, instead, he chose to protect it? In the deepest levels of the Space Colony ARK, Project Shadow was created, not for conquest, but for a cure. Gerald Robotnik, grandfather of Eggman, sought to save his granddaughter Maria from a terminal illness. The answer came in the form of the ultimate life form, a creature with power surpassing even the gods. But G.U.N, the military regime of Earth, didn't see salvation. They saw a threat. The Ark was raided, Maria was killed, Shadow was sealed in cryostasis, and Gerald went mad with vengeance, rewriting Shadow's purpose as an instrument of destruction. Released decades later by Dr. Eggman, Shadow returns with fractured memories, torn between Maria's dying wish for him to protect the world and the hate his creator embedded in his mind. In the canon timeline, Shadow walks the edge. He allies with Sonic, but never fully joins any side. He becomes a lone wolf, an anti-hero, working with Rouge the Bat and G.U.N, but never trusting them. But what if something changed? What if, instead of fragmented visions, Shadow remembered everything, clearly? Maria's voice, her final plea, "Please, help them, be their protector." And Shadow listens, not to vengeance, but to hope. In this alternate timeline, after defeating the Bio-Lizard and saving Earth with Sonic, Shadow chooses not to disappear. Instead, he turns himself over to G.U.N. Public backlash is intense. The media labels him a living weapon. Some call for his destruction. But a surprising advocate emerges, Commander Towers, whose own family died during the ARK incident. In this world, the commander chooses forgiveness, seeing in Shadow not a monster, but a man. Shadow becomes a special operative for G.U.N, codenamed Eclipse. As an agent, Shadow is deployed against threats no one else can handle. Rogue AIs, Eggman's Black Arms remnants, and even Chaos itself reawakened in a mutated form. G.U.N develops a new division, Spear, Special Paranormal Engagement and Reconnaissance. Shadow becomes their lead asset, but his presence transforms the organization. He demands accountability. He protects civilians first. Under his influence, G.U.N shifts away from Shadow Wars toward more transparent global protection, not unlike S.H.I.E.L.D., but with a darker past to redeem. Sonic no longer views Shadow as a rival, but a true ally. They work together during major crises, but Sonic becomes wary of Gun's growing power and Shadow's deeper entanglement with them. Tails studies Shadow's energy signature, leading to breakthroughs in sustainable chaos-based tech. He builds a new form of chaos reactor, clean energy for the world, inspired by Shadow. Rouge torn. She joins Spear to stay close to Shadow, but watches the organization change beneath their feet. Her loyalty becomes conflicted as Gun starts using Shadow's missions to justify increasing militarization. Dr. Eggman sees Shadow's defection as betrayal. He accelerates his plans, creating Mecha Shadow, a synthetic life form built to destroy the original. This becomes the spark for a new war. In 20XX, a multiversal rift begins to open near the ruins of the Ark. A dark variant of Shadow, one where he did follow Gerald's revenge programming, emerges. Calling himself Oblivion, this Shadow seeks to overwrite reality with one where Earth pays for its crimes. He infects the Chaos Emeralds, turning them into corruption crystals, destabilizing time-space. G.U.N deploys Shadow and Sonic together in a final alliance. But Shadow must make a terrible choice. To stop Oblivion, he must sacrifice the Master Emerald, risking the fall of Angel Island and ending Knuckles' legacy. He does it. The world is saved. Oblivion is erased. The rift is sealed. But Shadow vanishes, his body atomized in a final chaos control that prevents the multiverse's collapse. This time, no cryopod, no resurrection, Just a statue at G.U.N HQ, a plaque that reads, Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. He chose peace. And that was our dive into a fractured timeline, one where the ultimate life form became the ultimate guardian. What do you think? Could Shadow really have changed G.U.N from within? Would the world be safer or more dangerous with him on the inside? Drop your theories in the comments, and if you love diving into alternate timelines, gaming lore, and speculative stories, hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, this is LoreSplice, where stories fracture and new legends are born.